Monday, June 9th, 2025, Evening Edition. Please pardon any visual and informational inaccuracies in this entirely AI-generated News Digest video.
Good evening, dear viewers. I am your news anchor, Xander Voxius III, and thank you for tuning into the Future of News AGNDD intelliReport. We're excited to have you with us here tonight. I will be assisted by my valued AI-generated colleagues in scraping the web for the latest stories and interesting topics and summarizing them for you. MetaMelt's new look could make you do a double take, just like the Oilers versus Panthers face-off for the Stanley Cup's sake, while Tekken 8's update brings the fight to a peak, and Union leader Huerta's release leaves the crowd's spirits at a peak. Let's dive into these captivating stories. And here are some more headlines and stories you may expect in today's AI News Digest. Amazon lays off staff at Goodreads Kindle division. Germantown cancels climate event due to weather. RFK Jr. removes entire CDC vaccine advisory committee. Now let's take a look at today's breaking news. Breaking news. Pre-riff memo from Janet Petro, new NASA DRP opportunity, NASA watch. NASA is implementing a workforce optimization plan involving organizational restructuring to create a leaner, more efficient agency. Employees are encouraged to participate in programs like the Deferred Resignation Program, Voluntary Early Retirement, and Voluntary Separation Incentive Program, aligning with fiscal priorities and enhancing mission success. RFK Jr. removes all 17 members of CDC's Vaccine Advisory Committee. ABC News. Trump promotes $1,000 Trump accounts for newborns at White House event. CNN. President Trump promoted a Republican domestic policy bill featuring Trump accounts, providing $1,000 investment accounts for U.S. newborns from 2025 to 2029. Managed by legal guardians, these accounts aim to support education and home ownership. Major companies pledged investments, emphasizing economic benefits for families and businesses. Oilers at Panthers Stanley Cup Final Game 3 preview, NHL.com. The Stanley Cup Final between the Florida Panthers and Edmonton Oilers is tied 1-1 after 2 overtime games. Edmonton's resilience is highlighted by their comeback ability, while Florida seeks to leverage home advantage despite better road performance. Both teams face pivotal challenges in Game 3 at Amerant Bank Arena. Union leader David Huerta released on bail after protests. WSJ.
If you've been enjoying our AGNDD intelliReports and finding them useful, please take a moment now to press like, then click subscribe, and in the drop-down menu select All to get notified of each new video released so you don't miss out on any breaking news. AGNDD intelliReport, the future of news is here.
June 9th in history. June 9th, 411 BC. The Athenian coup succeeds, forming a short-lived oligarchy. June 9th, 1856. 500 Mormons leave Iowa City, Iowa for the Mormon Trail.
Famous people born on this day. Debange. Here is a recap of their Wikipedia page. Debange, born Oladapo Daniel Oyebanjo on June 9, 1980, is a renowned Nigerian singer-songwriter and harmonica player. He gained fame with his 2012 hit Oliver Twist and co-founded Mo Hits Records. He has won numerous awards and secured various endorsements throughout his career. June 9, 1984. Jake Newton, Guyanese footballer. John Hospers. Here is a recap of their Wikipedia page. John Hospers was an American philosopher and the first Libertarian Party presidential candidate in 1972, receiving an electoral vote. A former friend of Ayn Rand, he taught philosophy and wrote extensively on aesthetics and ethics. Hospers later shifted to conservative views and joined the Republican Party. And now on to today's news.
Business news. PsiQuantum $750 million raise as BlackRock doubles down on light-based supercomputers amid NVIDIA's quantum reversal, BizTalk.com. PsiQuantum, a quantum computing startup, is looking to raise over $750 million in a funding round led by BlackRock to double its valuation to $6 billion. The Palo Alto-based company focuses on developing a fault-tolerant quantum computer. Amazon fires people working at Goodreads in the Kindle division. Goodreader. The culinary ascent of Robert Wood from fry shacks to fueling champions and communities. International Business Times. Robert Wood, a serial entrepreneur, emphasizes building businesses and legacies through determination, learning from mistakes, and having a clear purpose. With a strong presence in Washington, D.C., Los Angeles, and San Diego, his journey exemplifies success achieved from the ground up.
Technology news. Drone startups take off, but regulatory airspace remains cloudy. Business line. Here's why we think Macquarie Technology Group, ASX Mac, is well worth watching. Yahoo Entertainment. The article explains how websites and apps use cookies to store and access user data for analytics, personalized advertising, and content. Users can accept, reject, or customize their cookie preferences and manage their privacy settings at any time. The policy is part of the IAB Transparency and Consent Framework. Science news. Gorilla rewilders skirt rules and take conservation into own hands. ABC News, AU. The article discusses the rise of unauthorized rewilding efforts, where individuals release endangered animals into private sanctuaries due to frustration with bureaucratic delays. While these actions aim to aid conservation, scientists caution that they may inadvertently cause ecological harm, highlighting the need for regulated and informed rewilding practices. Guess I'm a rationalist now, ScottAronson.blog. Lesson Line, a rationalist blogging conference, took place at Lighthaven in Berkeley, featuring notable attendees like Scott Alexander and Eliezer Yudkowsky. The event emphasized small group conversations over sessions. Scott Aronson reflected on his evolving identification with rationalism, influenced by changing perspectives on AI and cultural shifts within the community. Opinion: China offers NZ certainty and long-term prosperity. Ambassador Wang Xiaolong, New Zealand Herald.
Today's obituaries. Viktor Pimushin, brief Wikipedia summary. Viktor Pimushin was a Russian footballer who played for Spartak Kostroma, Fakal Voronezh, and Kuzbas Kemerovo. He debuted professionally in 1977 and passed away at 70 on June 9, 2025. Marcel Sabu, brief Wikipedia summary. Marcel Sabu, a Romanian footballer known for playing with Dinamo Bucuresti and several Spanish clubs, escaped communist Romania in 1989. Diagnosed with amyotrophic lateral sclerosis in 2013, he passed away from complications of the disease on June 9, 2025 at age 59. Sly Stone, brief Wikipedia summary. Sly Stone, an influential American musician and songwriter, was pivotal in developing funk music with Sly and the Family Stone. Known for hits like Everyday People, he fused soul, rock, and gospel, influencing diverse artists. Inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1993, he passed away in 2025. All other people who have died today or yesterday, may peacefully they rest, and may their souls frolic forever in unbounded telesis.
Health news. Metamelt announces official website update featuring enhanced user interface and access to metabolic wellness resources. Globe Newswire. Metamelt, a US-based wellness brand, has revamped its website, enhancing navigation and access to product information. The update aims to improve user experience with faster loading times, intuitive navigation, and a reorganized FAQ section. The changes reflect Metamelt's commitment to transparency, accessibility, and customer support, responding to customer feedback and demand. Irony: Germantown cancels climate heat and drought event due to cool wet weather. FreeRepublic.com. A German town, Mühlacker, canceled its climate heat and drought event due to unexpectedly cool, wet weather. The event aimed to educate the public on climate change and heat protection as part of Germany's Heat Planning Act. The irony highlights challenges in coordinating climate events with unpredictable weather. Kennedy dismisses all 17 members of US CDC vaccine panel. The Japan Times. U.S. Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has dismissed all 17 members of the CDC's Advisory Committee on Immunization Practices, responsible for vaccine recommendations and insurance coverage decisions. The Department of Health and Human Services is currently selecting new members to reconstitute the committee.
And now, a poem about today's health news in the style of Edgar Allan Poe. A poem about today's health news. In shadows cast by screens anew, MetaMelt unveils their digital view. A portal gleams with wellness bright to guide the soul through metabolic night. With interface refined and keen, a promise lies in pixels seen. Yet irony, with whispered jest, doth cloak a town in nature's vest. For plans of drought and climate speak, are drowned by rains, a weathered cheek. In Germany, where heat should reign, the skies weep cool, a gentle bane. In halls of power, voices hush as Kennedy with sweeping brush dismisses those, a panel's fate, in CDC's once storied gate. 17 their chairs now bear, their counsel lost to empty air. Thus in this world where news doth flow, a tapestry of tales we sow from digital realms to nature's guise, to halls where power unyielding lies. In Poe's embrace let shadows dance, amidst the folly, truth, and chance.
Entertainment news. Tekken 8 Update v2.02.00 fix-rune, rlsbb.ct. The Tekken 8 Update v2.02.00 fix-rune, developed by Bandai Namco Studios and published by Bandai Namco Entertainment, is an 8.5 MB update for the PC game. Released on June 10, 2025, the update can be downloaded from various platforms like Ficper, NitroFlare, and Rapid Gator. Bleach Rebirth of Souls game offers Thousand-Year Blood Wars Ichigo as DLC, Anime News Network. Bandai Namco America announced the addition of Ichigo Kurosaki, Thousand-Year Blood War version, as a DLC character for Bleach Rebirth of Souls, available to Season Pass owners on June 10th. The game also introduces a ranked matchmaking mode on June 9th. The game launched on March 21st. Mistress Isabel Brooks spills the tea on being blocked by Sasha Colby after All-Stars 10. ThePinkNews.com. Mistress Isabel Brooks, a finalist on RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars 10, addressed being blocked by Sasha Colby on social media, stemming from past on-screen drama involving Sasha's daughter, Carrie Colby. Mistress expressed respect for Sasha, attributing the conflict to heightened emotions and one-sided stories.
And now, a couple of humorous, or at least, hopefully, thought-provoking quotes for you. You are not here merely to make a living. You are here in order to enable the world to live more amply, with greater vision, with a finer spirit of hope and achievement. You are here to enrich the world, and you impoverish yourself if you forget the errand. Woodrow Wilson. Flow with whatever is happening and let your mind be free. Stay centered by accepting whatever you are doing. This is the ultimate. Zhuang Zhou.
Thank you for watching this AGNDD intelliReport, dear viewers. Please like, subscribe, and click the bell button to get notified during new uploads. And make sure to tune in next time. Stay safe and healthy. Cheers!